How's everybody? I probably need to look at the
Yes.
comments.
Finally
Hey,
have the
Michelle,
camera on.
Yeah.
The swelling has all gone down. I looked like Cindy Lou Who up here for a minute. It was really not pretty.
That's funny.
It was cute on her. It was not cute on me.
How's Martha and Michelle?
Yes, hello and welcome our
Hello.
special guest, Emrys, the Goblin King.
Thank you.
And Jenny is not with us right now. She may pop on later, but she's not feeling well, so she will be back next time.
Hey Martha, let's tell everybody about the Goblin King. Well, let's start there.
Hey, from Canada.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can. Sorry.
Oh, okay. Okay, I was just making sure because everybody there was no
Sorry, I was looking at the comments and highlighting them.
I just kind of zoned. My bad.
And I'm working on sharing here too, so let me pay attention.
We're a show
Emrys,
full of nothing but neurodivergent people. We're gonna zone out and be weird on occasion.
Oh yeah.
Right. So tonight we're debuting the Goblin King for the very first time on Skeleton Key, DNTV, Temple of Phoenix, things. We're all over the place tonight.
Parapost?
We are.
Parapost. I was
Parapost.
gonna say, who are we
I
missing?
feel like there's one more. Oh, I think we're on Spirit Paranormal Network too, which has had a name and branding change.
And there's Jesse Wilson. Hey.
Hello.
So the Goblin King. And if y'all hear growling, I swear it is not a demon in the background. I've got two feral cats back here that are growling at each other. And hissing. I hope that I don't get attacked up here.
Well, basically, Emrys, the Goblin King, he's actually going to be starting a new show on Tuesday nights, right? Tuesday nights.
Yes.
Was it 6 to 7?
7 to 8.
Yes.
Oh, is it 6 to 7?
No, 6 to 7.
Sorry.
6 to 7 Central Standard Time.
Yes.
I know I'm very excited. Emrys, do you want to tell us a little bit about what you're going to do on your show?
Yes, I'm going to be discussing different magical creatures in the scope of mythology and folklore, and I'm also going to mention stuff from like how they're related to different games such as D&D, because the lore in those are very interesting as well. And I'm also going to have any guests who might want to share their opinions on them come on from time to time.
That would be fun. I'm a big gamer, and I have not played D&D myself, but I do love to sit in and cause a little extra chaos on my friends' D&D campaigns.
Awesome. I like D&D.
I even plan on discussing how certain games will have referenced different creatures from folklore.
I play a lot of fantasy games, and a lot of the games do reference a lot of different things. So that'll be really, really interesting to hear.
Hopefully I'll have a better camera setup and everything by then, though.
Yeah.
Of course. But then again, tech issues is just part of the brand of, anything that happens to ever air on Skeleton Key. We come with tech issues.
Or Facebook, too.
Facebook,
Facebook is Facebook. Facebook is Facebook.
True story, y'all.
Facebook be Facebooking.
So we have 6 different confessions tonight, and if anyone wants to submit any more,
yep, I will be refreshing it as we go. So if anybody does,
I think she's sharing. Sharing is caring. She's sharing, I think.
It is. He's just having to use a wireless mic, and it is a little different quality.
Yeah,
Facebook comes with its own issues. Amen.
It's cheap when I got.
Yeah, it's me.
Hot Topic.
Yeah.
And I think, Terry, you might have a bit of a delay. So, do we want to start with some confessions?
Yes, go. Let's go.
Yes.
And yeah,
Yes, a very big delay.
am I delayed?
Yes. Oh, you gotta make us.
She's
now
a
you're
very
gotta-
big
invisible.
delay.
You gotta make us the squares. This is a little too close up for me.
For me, or
No, talking to Rosie. Oh God. Yeah, make you big.
Let's make you big.
There we
Let's
go.
make you big.
Let's not make me big.
Big
Anyway.
energy, big screen.
Uh-huh.
Got that big,
I
big
finished that sentence very differently in my head.
energy.
So,
You're like big energy, big.
and
big.
also a reminder, I am still recovering from oral surgery. They had to take out my front teeth and do bone grafts to prepare for implants, so I look like Alabama.
hey,
Bear with me. Bear with me. Hey, I live here. I can say it. You hear banjos every time I open my mouth.
I was waiting for you to say that.
I can say it.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yes, exactly.
sir.
Anyways, I guess while we wait on Terry, we'll go ahead and start with our first confession.
Yay!
And like Rosie was saying, if you have any that you want to send in during the show, I will refresh as we
Send
go.
them now. Send them now.
Now this one is someone who. Why'd you hand them to me?
There she is.
I got fussed at for taking them off and trying to read. Welcome back, Terry. Are you here now?
Here's a confession right here.
Am I back? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I can hear you. Can you hear us? I don't think so.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can
Yes.
hear you.
I can, but
She's
am I delayed? That's the big question.
Yes, you're delayed.
Am I still fucking delayed? Damn it.
Yeah.
Oh,
She
she's right.
reminds me. Have y'all seen Dr. Sleep?
I have not.
Yes, the sequel to The Shining.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I
it was
think the
actually
lady's
really
name is
good.
Rose, the gypsy lady that's like the leader of the light
Yeah.
stealers. She looks like her with that
Right.
hat on. I think her name is Rose.
Yeah. And the only issue I had with it is it was kind of slow to start.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But other than that, it was really good.
it was. It was pretty good.
All right. So this was actually
Hey, Pamela.
a confession. Somebody who did not mind their name being out there. Her name is Jan. She's from New Mexico. Originally, she was going to join us on the show, and just a lot of things have been going on. She has not been able to. So we're going to go ahead and read her confession. She had to ponder for an hour to come up, to really get this all out, okay? Apparently, I was in love with my best friend at the time's boyfriend. And it wasn't like she didn't know. She dated this person a few times over the years, and I always stopped speaking with her because I couldn't deal with it. And,
Oh,
she wasn't a very nice person, and she knew how I felt about this individual. She was that type of best friend that you should have never had. Didn't respect her feelings at all, and would always throw it in her face when she was with him. So, let's just keep that in mind. Best friend, shitty person. So, Jan ended the friendship, and, but her friendship with the boyfriend, the best friend's boyfriend, never changed over the years. Until she ended the friendship with her best friend. When she did that, it opened up another door, because at that point, it's no longer, girl code, that, you can't date your friend's ex, or, I always kept my mouth shut. Now, years later, I moved back home to my home state, and I secretly laugh in the back of my head really hard in the hopes to run into her and have her see me with him, because she is now with the best friend's boyfriend.
Oh,
They are together. Mm-hmm.
wow.
They are now together. We packed up. Apparently, they got together. They packed up all of the ex-best friend's stuff that was left in the house and dropped it off in her driveway on the side of the road. I have done that. I cannot lie. Not to a best friend, but a boyfriend. My confession is, I'm not gloating, but as a woman, you might be able to understand. Boom, bitch, I got him. You lost him. You messed it up. Look at me doing my Snoopy dance. And she didn't even have to change anything about herself or do anything special. She hopes. She really does hope that it hurts and stings a little with how she treated both of them. That's my confession. I'm secretly completely out of character when it comes to her and wanting her to really feel the pain I felt all those years ago. I want her to be, I want to, because she apparently the best friend is miserable, living a really fake life, and Jan really laughs at her for all the hardships she not only put upon her, but she put upon a lot of other people. So, moral of the story, I enjoy it. Moral of Stormy. See, I can't talk sometimes. Moral of the story, I enjoy her karma a little too much. So, I don't know that I can think of a punishment for her for this because it sounds like the best friend was a real bitch.
Yeah,
He had to have had the location of the Holy Grail or something. I mean, if the best friend was really this shitty of a person, then in my opinion, karma.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see how this is something that they should be punished for because it was really the shitty ex-best friend the one who was just, a bad person.
Exactly. Martha agrees with me. I feel like it was karma. Terry, you
Give
all
me,
right over there?
give me a recap on our sin here.
All right. So this is Jan's confession that we were going ahead and reading. She had a best friend, and I put this in quotations, she was really not a very good person. She was a pretty shitty person. She was always doing pretty horrible things to Jan and to other people. One of the things
Sorry,
that she
y'all.
did, you're fine. One of the things that she did was she knew how Jan felt about the guy that the best friend was with. Jan had feelings for him for years, and she came to him anyways.
The light fell.
I'm about to mute you. I'm just kidding.
But Jan
Go ahead, Jess.
Jan ended up with the boyfriend. So, in my opinion, I agree. Send her a picture. Send that ex-best friend a picture of the two of y'all together. That is what I would do.
Yeah. I mean, like the old saying goes, revenge is a dish best served cold.
I don't know. Sometimes I like to deal it hot and watch it burn.
Well,
I'm not even gonna lie.
y'all know what I say on this. All is fair in love and war.
Especially if the best friend was a bitch.
Mm-hmm.
So your
Right.
penance says take a picture of you and this ex-best friend's ex-boyfriend together. I want a big smooch happening, and I want you to send it to her. That's your penance.
Or a picture of y'all both doing like
send
the
it
cute
to us
stuff face
too.
with the peace sign, just like
A Snoopy dance?
Yeah,
send it right to her.
yeah, video doing the Snoopy dance,
Right.
little cute faces, absolutely. That is my opinion there. You got any other opinions on that? You disappeared. That's true. Pamela says, live your life and block or ignore the ex-friend.
I'm
That's
trying
the
to
high
get a
road.
little more lime.
If you really want to take the high road, that's the high road there. That's okay. TikTok moment.
But if you want to be on the low road like us,
I'm just watching her try to find the right setting on that light.
then do something the duck face and cute
Big
TikTok
smoochy
videos
faces. Absolutely.
and
Your choice.
um
Yes, sharing is caring. Give us a share and
be
a like.
revengeful and spiteful.
It depends on what kind of things she did to me. It would depend.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
So,
I think we're good. Can y'all see me now?
yes, we can see you. Can you hear us? She's frozen.
Yeah, her face was so creepy too.
Oh, there she went. Yeah, she'll find out y'all are together. Yep.
Yeah,
She
the
will.
more I look at her, you're right. She does look like the chick from the Doctor Sleep movie.
Yeah, don't she with the hat? The hat.
And with her hair
All
straight like that, and
right.
it's like, okay, yeah.
Now I need to scroll up in the comments because I need to see something. Who is the Facebook user that's in the chat from Canada?
I know it says Facebook user.
They're commenting from inside a group.
Yeah.
Just I have a reason I'm asking. What's your name? It doesn't show us your name.
Me. Last time that they did that, it was Jason. I don't know who it is. That was streamed on our page that day too, but it's not right now. Joanne.
Oh, Joanne.
Oh, hey,
Or
Joanne.
Joanne. Hello.
We're like,
Hello.
hey.
I'm gonna assume that you are from Clarendon, Canada.
That's an inside.
No. I'm just curious. You did happen to put your name on this confession here, Miss Joanne from Clarendon, Canada. So that means you were not needing to be anonymous.
You don't have to go to a different link. It's okay. You can stay there. We know who you are.
As long as we know it's you. No, I have two confessions here from Miss Joanne. That's why I was asking.
Oh, that's what I
She
thought.
put her name. So if you don't want to be anon, put your name. So here we go.
Okay, am I back?
Yes. Can you hear us?
I can, and I don't think I'm
We are not
delayed.
delayed. Wonderful.
Okay. So
All right. So
welcome back.
we have two confessions now, and they are from Joanne, who is in the chat.
Oh, well, let's go.
So, number one, and we'll do them separately here. When I was way younger, I wanted to pretend to drive the tractor, and my younger sister would not let me. So I picked up a wrench and nailed her in the head with it. Well, off she goes crying to my granny, and when she came out and asked why, I said I was protecting her. There was a snake and I wanted to kill it, so I flung the wrench. Apparently Granny believed her, and her and her sister still laugh about it.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad.
But I can also relate.
I mean, I can relate too. So, you know, well, what's her next sin? So,
we want to give a cumulative penance here.
Yeah, we might need to.
Package
I think
deal.
we decided that one day.
Well, this next one is, it makes me giggle. It makes me giggle because my little brother did something similar to this. My cousin Sean and myself got into the stash of St. George's wine and drank most of it and refilled water back in the bottles to make it, because it still had a little wine, refilled it. So Christmas came around, and down in the cellar went my aunt. She went to get, she wanted to celebrate with a wee drink. They all tasted it but didn't say anything to my aunt because the aunt had not tried it yet. She was still busy making snacks. And then she sat down, tasted it, and let out a roar and went wild. And they never said anything until they were about 30 years old. But to this day, she will still not drink St. George's wine.
I've never tried it.
My brother, yeah, it's a reverse Jesus. She turned wine into water. My brother did this. He
right.
Sneak out of
well, I don't know. What do you
bottle.
think, Goblin King?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the thing is, both are very mischievous, and as a mischievous person, I kind of approve of them. But
I feel like for the wine one,
the wine one got played off so smoothly.
Same.
If you play it off that
I
smooth, I feel like
mean,
you're scot free.
But the wrench one,
Yeah.
that one should not have been able to fly as smooth as it did.
No. That is great. It is great though. As an older
right,
sibling,
right.
that is great. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
question, Joanne.
You
How
should
old
probably get
were
a
you?
buy your.
My entity. Oh, we're doing that one. I mean,
Attempted murder is a little different.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hitting
Can y'all
somebody
hear
over the
me?
head with a wrench.
yes, I hear you.
Okay. Well, I think at minimum, she should probably buy her sister lunch.
At minimum,
Yeah.
yeah.
Take her
Maybe buy her
place.
some St. George's wine.
Right.
Yeah.
Or buy her a hat to cover up like permanent welt
Oh,
that
she
she
was
has on her head.
10.
she was 10 when they drank the wine.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
I bet you won't drink St. George's wine again.
Maybe
We
a
all
hangover the next day.
have that one alcohol we won't drink ever again. Mine is tequila.
Tequila.
Oh my god, to kill you? You mean to kill you?
To kill you.
Jack
Yeah.
Daniels.
That's what I call it. To kill you.
Same. To kill you. That's
Lots of bad
exactly
things
what I.
happen with that one.
Mine was Jack Daniels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've had an experience with that one too.
Y'all get crunk up there.
No, mine was because of the fact that I had been drinking like it was the first time I ever got drunk.
Mm.
I drank a ton of vodka, and I did not notice that they were handing me a small shooter bottle of Jack Daniels.
Oh no.
Ooh.
You don't mix clear and dark liquor.
Never,
Right.
never.
Oh, I love
So
aftershock.
yeah, that didn't go over well.
Mix your liquor. That's never good. Sicker quicker.
Yeah.
But aftershock, bad heartburn.
Mine was tequila. Oh god.
To kill you.
Just,
Yeah.
just the smell of it is enough to turn my stomach.
Same.
Hunch
Ugh.
punch. What's hunch punch, Jesse?
Like a bunch of
Um.
liquors and stuff mixed together.
It's a bunch of
Yeah.
mixture.
We call it jungle juice.
Mm.
But even then, you don't mix light and dark. You
Right.
try to keep it all one or the other. Although we probably have in our lifetime mixed dark and light.
I think there are some rare exceptions to the rule, but I can't remember what they are.
Probably. All right. So our next one. This their name is No Regrets from Ohio.
No regrets.
Mm-hmm. That sets us up here. I went on a blind double date. It was actually his or her. Okay, it was her first date. My friend and I were meeting these boys we talked to on the phone for months at the mall. We were planning to see the new release of Jaws. Ooh, that movie. I still can't swim.
The first one?
I guess.
I really think that's why I have a fear of the ocean.
I watched
because
it.
I went to the drive-in and seen it when it first came out.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, well, the original Jaws for
Right.
me. So anyway, carry on. But yeah, that's my fear of the ocean, I think.
That's where mine is. My friend and I waited at Hardee's for the guys to show up, and as girls always do, we went to the restroom together after ordering a Coke. When we came out of the bathroom, we spotted the boys before they saw us. The boy I was supposed to meet was, let's just say, not my type. Lisa and I went back in the bathroom and waited for them to walk away from Hardee's. Thankfully, there was an exit 25 feet from the bathroom. Once their backs were turned, we ran like hell. We, of course, later talked to them on the phone and made up some story why we never made it to the mall that day. I saw on Facebook recently that my ditched date, or ditched at the mall blind date, passed away. I did confess to him about 20 years later that we ditched them, but I wasn't exactly 100% honest. I told him Lisa didn't like his friend instead of that she didn't like him. He was a nice enough guy, but not anyone I ever saw myself being more than friends with.
Well, I mean,
And I will be right back while y'all discuss.
Again, Goblin King, what do you? I mean, this is a girl ditching a boy. I mean, it sounds like they were probably pretty young.
At
Um,
Hardee's.
at Hardee's at the mall. What do you think, Goblin King?
Ah,
And then lied and would just say that they made up a story that they didn't go to the mall or they did. They what was it?
I mean, I feel like
They
even
one of them didn't like the other one. Like the
Well,
other
I heard
friend
all
didn't
that.
like the other.
I heard that, but what story did they give the boys why they didn't meet?
I don't remember.
I don't either. I get
We
feel
just
like-
heard it and we don't remember where Carol.
well, right. That's really
I feel
bad.
like- yeah, I feel like even at a young age, if you're not interested in somebody, just tell them, sorry, not interested. Even if you
Made up
ditch
some
them,
story.
even if you ditch them, just tell them the truth. Hey, sorry, I saw you and I wasn't interested. Sorry, bye.
Made something up. They just made something up. It
They
said.
made something up. They made up some story. Oh, so
I agree.
what does it say? I don't have my
I think they
glasses
shouldn't
on.
have. They shouldn't have called it a date. Just meeting new friends. This way, it doesn't matter if you're attracted or not.
Right.
Right.
Like
That's. But I'm gonna say Jaws came out when in the 70s, and then I don't know when all the other ones came out, but I don't think there's been a new release of Jaws anytime. So sounds like this was probably a while ago. So I mean, I don't know. The man is now dead.
1975.
yeah, that's the hitch in this because my initial thought before she said he passed is, oh, we'll just take him out on a date instead of like making
But you
up
can't
for
do
it.
that now.
But don't stay with him. But he's dead now, so that's not an option.
Right.
Go
So,
and put a flower on his grave. And tell him.
right, and tell him the truth.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
It's
because he
Memorial
can
Day
still
next
hear you.
weekend. Yeah.
Leave a
Right.
flower on his grave and just be like, hey, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have lied.
Right.
Apologize. A proper
Yeah.
apology.
Right.
But she did confess
well,
to him already.
She did confess to him, but she did not tell him the truth. She did not tell him it was because
She
Like,
she
confessed
didn't
to
like
him,
him.
but she
Yeah,
said
we
that
said
it
to
was
go-
her friend didn't like his friend.
Yeah.
So
go to the grave,
she
put a
just
flower
told
on his grave. It's Memorial Day soon, and tell him the
right.
truth.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Go to the grave.
Right.
Express your sorrow.
You might actually feel better too. You might feel some
Yeah.
kind of like closure.
Yeah. Or a lifting of something
I do
off your
agree
shoulders.
with what Martha said there, that they were too young to have that wisdom, and she's
Yeah.
right.
Right. I think
I
so
made
too.
piss poor decisions when it came to boys when I was
Well,
young.
shit, I'm 55 and I can't say that I've made all the best decisions.
I've made a few bad ones myself.
Mhm. Hell,
I mean,
Terry,
it
Terry
sounds to
knows
me,
mine.
it sounds to me like, I mean, they didn't like lead him on and, string him along. I mean, they ditched him. I don't know who was going to pay if they were going Dutch or whatever, but the way you look at it, that saved them
Everybody
some
saved
money.
their money.
Saved them some
That
money.
is true.
Yeah, and
so-
it sounds to me like they had talked on the phone for months, but they had not actually met each other, or seen each other, so it was very much a blind date.
So you couldn't
yeah,
have like Facebook and stuff back then where you can creep
Right.
on them and see
Oh
what they look
yeah,
like.
no,
Right.
there was no video calling. I mean, we had a phone that was connected. I mean, I was born in '66, so I remember. We had a phone that was connected to the kitchen wall, and you had to sit there in front of God and everybody, your grandma and everybody in the house was in the kitchen smoking and drinking
I
coffee
absolutely never.
and
I
you
just
had.
never talked to boys on the phone because even though I
Well,
grew up
I
in
didn't
the-
either.
I grew up in the in between no technology and technology. I grew, I had no
Yeah,
technology
I was,
up until I was a teenager, and then we had technology.
Yeah,
I grew
see,
up, through the '90s, and
Yeah.
even then I didn't get my first cell phone until I was like in my teens.
I didn't get
So
my
the
first cell
phone-
phone until I had a job and I could pay for it.
Yeah,
Right,
that's
and the
my
phone
girls
and the
too.
phone
Yeah, I
we
was
had was
18.
an old rotary on the wall phone.
Yeah, my parents eventually got a cordless phone, but I was quite a bit older.
Oh, see, I'm
Uh,
old enough that I was the parent that got the cordless phone.
well, of course,
We
your
went from
children grew up with my husband,
right, you know,
and he's
so
older than me.
yeah, you know, I mean, I remember as an adult, you know, thinking how cool it
Handled
was that
it
we
so
finally
weird.
had a phone. We had two phones in the house, you know, one in
Hmm.
wherever the living room and one in the bedroom. Um,
I just
and the,
remember never having anybody call the house. Like I was not. I'm good. I don't want to talk on the phone in front of my whole damn family.
right, and y'all remember when you had the freaking 600-foot cord, you know, so you could walk around
Yes.
the house with the
Hmm.
phone.
Yep.
Oh, when
That's
you try to
funny.
go to get some privacy on a phone call and go
Yeah,
yoink. Oh God.
yeah,
But then I'm also young enough that I remember being signed on to AOL and my mother trying to get the
Yeah.
phone and coming hollering in there, "Who's on that damn AOL? I'm trying to
Yeah.
make a phone call."
That,
yeah,
that
get
terrible
off the
dial-up
internet.
noise.
Sitting there trying to feed your
Yes,
That's so
Neopet and
funny.
somebody calls and you're like,
yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure there's a circle in whatever bad portion of afterlife there is, or circle of hell, or whatever, that is literally just you have to sit there and listen to the AOL log on noises for eternity.
Right,
I can still
or
hear
just
That's
the
it.
funny.
internet, like
right.
just the signing on to the computer thing where it sounds like you're
Hmm.
sacrificing one robot to another robot.
Yep, yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep,
Mm-hmm.
yep.
Oh, party line.
All right. Well, what else we got,
All the
Jessica?
people per line.
Speaking of party line, see, I've read Emrys's confession,
Yeah,
so I
that
know what
that
it
was
is.
mine.
That's funny. Well,
Okay.
we've got
Well.
Yeah.
we've got one more, and then it'll be Emrys.
Okay. Let's.
So, we this is the MaxiPad Mafia again.
Holy shit! It's a frequent flyer.
Definitely.
they need to get penance negative points taken
I'm
away.
just gonna make sure because I do happen to know who the in-law threesome is, and
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna need the information. I don't know if have you heard that one, Emrys?
I heard part of it yesterday. Yeah.
You heard the first part. Oh God. Anyways,
How'd you
so
hear about it yesterday?
Or not yesterday. The last Friday.
Okay,
Tuesday.
I was like,
Yeah.
they've been talking
Or
about it everywhere. It's been burning
they
up.
do go back and watch replays too,
That's
Rosie.
true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna make sure that when we figure out paternity, we're gonna need an update. We need to
Oh,
know whose
good
baby
God.
this is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm. So, anyways, all right.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the MaxiPad Mafia. And apparently we've got a bedtime story here because once upon a time, a long time, a long, long ago, lived a young man who was a bit, yeah. I mean, that was a little disrespectful. The two longs there.
I have a feeling that this is going someplace downhill fast.
Hold on, reread it.
You
What
know,
now?
Jess, you know how it is when I call you and I say, well, what had happened was
Yep. Yep.
that I feel like this is
That's
one of
the
the
yeah.
Mine
moments.
is usually the wait. Hey, now listen.
Right.
That's what I say. Now listen. Wait a minute. Gotta see my side. All right.
Okay.
So once upon a time, long, long ago, there lived a young man who was a bit on the wild side.
I feel like I need to mute this because I may spew or something.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. And apparently, so were his friends. His older brother and wife lived on what we used to refer to as Alcohol Alley. Oh yeah, we are. We are just like we just gonna come up like this and dart down.
We're plummeting quick here.
2 sentences. Second sentence. I mean, damn. You see, ladies, and then we have and gentlemen in parentheses, like it was an afterthought. This alley was behind 4 or 5 bars with several more across the street. The wild young man's brother's house was on the corner of Alcohol Alley with a beautiful view from the 2nd-story window once you climbed out onto the roof of all the beer truck deliveries.
Oh, this just got really bad.
That is an amazing. That's like $1 million
Paint
view.
a picture.
Yeah, I was really expecting like that, you know, when you got up onto the roof, like you could see over the bars and there was a nice view. No, we're looking at the beer truck
From the roof.
from the roof.
Is this in Vegas? I mean, I'm just Milwaukee.
I can't
No,
remember
what-
where
what-
Maxipad Mafia said they were
What
from.
in-
Do you remember?
They were from the, was it the East?
Midwest? I don't remember.
Oh, I don't remember. Maxipad Mafia, if you're watching, where the hell are you from?
Now, because the beer man delivered to so many bars on that strip, many times he would pull that semi all the way up, so the cab was literally next to the wild young man's brother's door. And then he would park his truck and begin his deliveries. Now, many times the driver would leave the truck open. Now, I've worked in food service and those kind of industries a lot, and a lot of times they do. When they're making deliveries, you leave it open.
Oh, yeah.
You have to open it because
And open it and close it over and over
they're
and
just
over.
using one dolly to take
Right.
stuff in and out. You
Yeah.
can't put, you'd have to open it 100 times.
Right.
And many times that wild young man and his friends would just happen to find extra beer just sitting around in the back of those trucks.
just sitting around.
I love how
Not
they
in
made
a
it
beer
sound
truck.
like
Not in a beer truck.
Yeah,
it was
very
extra beer.
just in-
Lies.
It was extra,
Extra
beer.
beer.
It was extra beer.
And they all partied and laughed until the next weekend when those trucks rolled in again, and they all lived happily ever after and went to AA together. Is my the end.
Oh my God, I'm crying now, y'all.
That's like
Oh,
theft, delinquency of a minor.
I think
Ah.
Maxipad Mafia might be writing from prison.
Maybe.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised at this rate.
I mean,
That's funny.
Goblin King, have you heard? The Maxipad Mafia has been like a frequent flyer now, I think, since the first show, haven't they?
I think so, yeah.
I
Okay.
mean, and that's, I guess, where they got the name, because I will never forget that confession. They broke
I
in-
don't think. Yeah, they broke into the what was it?
the vending machine in a girl's bathroom somewhere.
the one where you can get pads and tampons and stuff out of, like,
For
men's
freak-
bathrooms.
and when
get
it- for the
We
for
get
the
pads and
money for the money to go buy cigarettes, beer, and weed.
Uh-huh.
I'm telling you, Maxipad Mafia is writing
right
from
in
prison.
jail.
They're
Sounds
in
like it.
prison.
Yeah,
So-
that's what it sounds like.
Whoa, Goblin King and everybody watching. I mean,
Pamela
damn.
says, "Give money and a confession to the
To
company."
the company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Or you know what? Maybe make a donation
Well,
to your
no.
local AA chapter.
Yeah,
'cause
that's
if they
Yeah.
if they send a confession to the beer company and they're not already in jail,
They're
might-
going to
probably
jail.
will be.
They're going to jail.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it's just an anonymous letter with no names on
make
it.
make a sizable donation to your local AA.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
actually got one right down the road. That is it's actually
Actually
run
was
by our
gonna say
local.
Stole
Started
the
with AA.
stole
And
the
if there
dog.
isn't an
Who
AA
is
nearby, maybe
Facebook
start one.
user?
That's Joanne.
Okay. Yeah, Joanne's on top of it too, remembers that story. I knew it was money, I didn't remember it was dimes.
Yeah, donate to AA or the Sober app. Either one. I think that's a
Right,
really good one.
right.
And if you don't have a local AA, convince someone to start one.
Sober app. I
Right.
like that.
Hey friend, I'm gonna need you to become an alcoholic and then reform yourself so that you can start AA.
Right. Right.
I'll buy the beer. I know just where to find the beer.
Alcohol Alley.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or we could just break into the bathrooms, all the women's bathrooms, and steal all the money and buy beer that way.
And then buy beer that way. Yeah.
Or donate that money to AA. Donate that money to the AA.
Yeah, go break into
Yeah.
the girls' bathrooms and donate the money from the pad and tampon machines to the AA.
AA.
Maxipad Mafia. We need to know, are you in prison? Are you in prison
Prison.
yet?
Prison.
Yeah.
I heard that.
Yeah, I had a
Are
tongue
you
Don't worry.
twist there.
impersonating? Are you impersonating?
Yeah, are you?
I tried to say story earlier and said stormy, so don't feel bad.
I was trying to say, are you in prison yet? And tell us the truth. Send it in.
You're funny.
Inquiring minds need to know. Or
Along with a mugshot.
did you do time?
A frothy mug?
Did you do time?
Like a frothy mug?
So, well, all right.
And wait, and if you're in prison, I have another question. Are you one of those inmates who like brews your own alcohol in your toilet?
I was about to say the same thing. Do you make toilet wine?
Do you make toilet wine? I need to know. Do you make toilet
That's
wine?
so gross.
Or you know what? I bet you know what? I bet they are.
Mugshot.
I bet they're the ones that everybody comes to for cigarettes and shit because they can get everything.
Oh yeah, probably.
They're like, here's
Yeah.
a cup of noodles. Give me some cigarettes.
Right. Yeah, they're probably the like the top prisoner in the yard.
And
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
you
get
see,
a box of honey buns. Just bring me a beer.
Right, you see,
That's
Shawshank
is-
Redemption, you know, Morgan Freeman's character, Red. Everybody goes to Red. I'm sure that is MaxiPad Mafia in prison.
He is nobody's bitch.
That's right.
You are his bitch.
He's the MaxiPad Mafia.
Mhm.
I mean, maybe there's something more behind the name than the breaking into the.
Yeah. Instead of alcohol, Ellie, donate to Terry Wilson's cat.
funny.
Right, hey, yeah. Now you can send some money because we got. I
We need a cat-related confession, so that we can
Oh
make
God,
our
here we
penance
go
healthy.
next week.
Yeah,
Here we go
yeah,
for
because
next
we have a feral cat colony and more kittens. Problem. Anyway, we
Are
won't
they
get on
naked
that
cats?
So now we're down to the Goblin King.
Yes, we are, and I have read this
Yes.
story, and I
Uh-oh.
want to see y'all's reactions because when I was reading it, I fucking died, like literally, actually, like died laughing.
Just died. Well, I
So-
mean, is it going to be worse than the MaxiPad Mafia's nighttime story?
Depends on your
Maybe.
perspective.
All right, well, let's go, Goblin King.
That's a good answer. Yes.
So years ago, I used to help out on a party chat line, and it was set up to where when you call in, you'd end up in a room, and it'd be kind of like a giant conference call. And that way, you could just chat to people if you're like bored or whatever. And I ended up becoming a moderator on there just because of the fact
Okay,
that
well, hold.
that
I
he
gotta
knows I'm
ask, are we talking like internet chat room?
phone.
No,
Phone.
phone.
Oh, okay, okay.
And when he said,
All right, I just want to be clear on the story here.
Yeah. So these phone lines would always have 100 rooms, and usually the first like 13 are the most that you usually get used. But I was hanging out in there, and we would always get guys coming in thinking that it was a phone sex line, and they'd be trying to get the girls in the room to try to talk to them and have fun with them. Well, usually we would just, kick them from the room, and after about the third time kicking them, they'd give up and go away. Well, we had this one guy come in, and none of us mods had the ability to do any kicking. It was usually the line owner who could do it. And you could already hear this guy having fun, so to speak.
Oh God.
And
It's okay.
So-
You could say whacking his bud.
yeah,
yeah.
so
And you did
Feeding
say,
the ducks. Feeding the ducks.
and oh yeah, that's right.
Spanking the monkey.
right.
Choking the chicken.
So I texted one of the other moderators. I said, look, I already know the line owner's not going to be on for a while. She's got family business to take care of. So tell him to go to room 69, because we had couples who'd come in there who were long distance relationships. And if they needed to work out frustration, we said, go to room 69, have fun. Well, as a moderator, you can see when someone goes into a room, you just can't kick them. So I said, send it into room 69 and tell him a girl you know will come in there and help him out. So she tells him that, and you hear the little whoop sound of him leaving the room, and she looks and she sees that he has gone to room 69. I said, okay, I got this. And I go in there and I put it on my girliest voice possible, and you can hear him just eating this alive, loving it every second of it. And he's getting right there. He's right there on the edge, and all of a sudden I'm like, harder, daddy. And you hear him drop his phone and struggle to hang up.
Oh,
Well,
You know what? I have a friend who is a drag queen, and that whenever they would be, and they were very, he was a very petite man as it was, so he was a very, very convincing drag queen. So when he would get hit on by guys that would just not leave him alone, that's what he would do, is he would string him along for a minute, and then he would drop that voice and just, what's up, bro? And they just scramble away.
I've had a few drag queen friends in my life, and I know that things like that have been done, and I don't know, Goblin King. I think it's funny as hell, and if somebody's calling in to spank their monkey somewhere, they deserve it.
Yeah, especially if they're trying to spank their monkey somewhere where you're not supposed to be calling to spank your monkey.
Right.
Exactly.
Call a phone sex line, bro.
Right. You could pay
Yeah.
people to do that. Or,
Right.
go down I know there's some place in your town, and,
We've all got a place in our town where you can
exactly. Go get you some
There-
nookie somewhere.
There's always that one girl that walks around town who will do just about anything for $20.
Right.
probably, yeah. You're
go. This is true.
probably right.
Absolutely. So I think we have like a little commercial break here before the end of the show for a minute, don't we, Rosie?
Yeah, you want me to do it now?
Yeah,
I did
we
want to
might as-
ask. I
And
wanted
then
to
come
ask
back for
what,
repentance?
I wanted to ask what Joshua was talking about. There was about homophobe BS. I was a little confused by that.
Yeah, I was too. I don't know.
Oh,
I didn't hear
Figured I
anybody
would-
say anything about it.
I didn't either, so I was confused because, sweetheart, I'm pansexual and my brother's gay. So,
And
one of
the
my
same in
best
our
friends-
family.
one of my best friends is trans and the other one is gender fluid. So we
I
don't do homophobe BS here.
I have 2 gay uncles, and one of my best friends is gay, and a lot of my friends are gay. So yeah,
And I'm
we
just
know
gonna say this:
You're
I'm in the
barking up
Navy,
the-
and that's all I need to say is I'm in the Navy. Okay.
You're kind of barking up the wrong tree there, Joshua. So I'm not.
Yeah, we
real
are
sure.
very LGBTQIA plus friendly here.
Right.
I am a proud polyamorous pansexual.
Right. And I was gonna say, I know Emrys is very loving, and and all that too. So
Well, he just said he
Um,
was pansexual as well. So.
right.
Yeah.
So, take
I
that
don't
as
care
you
what's
will,
between your
Josh.
legs, it's what's in your heart.
I don't know what Josh is talking about, but let's move right along.
Yes, because we have a commercial.
Yeah, we got a commercial.
And I want to read this last comment, and then I'm going to do the commercial. That was not the party line I had. We all had to share the line, and you had to wait until someone hanged up before you could go on.
Yeah, I remember that kind of party
Yeah,
line too on the phone.
Basically the merry-go-round hotline.
Right.
All right,
Where
time for
everybody shared a
commercial?
line. Do a commercial.
Okay, I've never done this before in the middle of a video.
Take the comment off though, otherwise it'll show up on the screen.
Yeah, take a comment.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
All right.
And you just click on it.
Yep.
Right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. That was the commercial.
I love it.
I feel like it really captured.
I feel like it was really loud.
No, it was great.
I see now why you said that you could not hear. She had it. It was stuck playing in the background nonstop the whole time she was uploading it.
Yeah.
So she couldn't hear anything.
I was like,
I
Jess,
love
hang
it.
on a minute. I don't know if you can hear me, but it's playing and I can't find where it's playing at on the laptop. It's just playing over and over and over.
So I feel like it really captured what, kind of Emrys was going for.
Oh yeah.
I did find one thing I need to change to make it better. I always do that.
She always does that. So, but
I'm such a
but-
perfectionist.
but
Hey,
that there's
it's
our our little sneak preview of what's going to come up with the Goblin King here, and just do us a little recap, Goblin King, for those that weren't with us in the beginning and all the technical issues and all that. Tell us what you're going to talk about. You're going to be on Tuesday night, 6 to 7 Central. So everybody look at your own time zones. And I think you even have a guest joining you, right?
Yes. To my understanding, the very first episode, I'm going to have Nick as my guest.
And that's Nick Muley. And he
Yes.
has a very interesting show as well.
Right,
And
right.
So I'll be talking about various creatures, monsters, and the different folklore, mythology, and things involving them through games and video games. And yeah, if you're curious, I can tell you what the first subject is.
Oh yeah, we'd love to know.
Absolutely. Tell us.
The very first one that we will be doing will be about vampires.
Oh,
Oh,
I
awesome.
love that.
I love vampires.
Mhm. I will definitely be in the chat.
Me too. Definitely. So that's going to be Tuesday night, 6 o'clock Central. That'll be 5 o'clock Eastern.
And I just posted in the comments too.
Midnight in the UK and Ireland. So Nick does like spooky, creepy stories and stuff too. So I just feel like,
I think it's gonna
This-
be perfect.
yeah, this is going to be so cool. I can't wait. I'm excited for it.
Thank you, Greg. I think they might be. No, they're still working.
Hey,
I thought they were
you
going out.
said I heard y'all say earlier you wanted a cat story. I actually have a funny cat story that happened when I was babysitting.
Go
We
for
got
it.
a few minutes. Go right ahead.
Yeah, we got like 4 minutes. And isn't Madam on after us?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, I'll have to look.
Yes, I checked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Madam After
So-
Dark is on in a few minutes, y'all who are watching. So stay
used to-
tuned.
I used to babysit this little kid named Jackson. He was such a big ball of energy. He was so fun. And while he was staying at our house, we would try to teach him, always clean up after yourself, always put away toys when you're done with them. And at the time, we had this cat named Pookie. And he liked playing with Pookie and all that. Well, one day, he's finally leaving to go home. And me and Mom noticed that we haven't seen Pookie in a little bit. We're like, so we look around the house for a minute, can't find her. And, Jackson hasn't left just yet. I said, hey, Jackson, where's Pookie? He says, I'm done playing with her. I said, I understand, but where is she? He says, I'm done playing with her. And then it clicked. I had a toy box in my room that I would that he would put anything he was playing with in when he was done playing with it. I go in there, I open that drawer, and Pookie darts out.
Oh my lord.
He was done
Poor
playing with
kitty.
Pookie, so we put her in the drawer.
Oh my gosh.
Kids, man.
Kids can't.
Did
Yep.
Pookie
And-
poopy in the drawer?
No, thankfully.
Yeah,
But,
because nothing worse than
we
cat poop.
couldn't be mad at him. He
Or
put
spray.
away what he was done playing with. He did what he was told.
Exactly. He was doing as he was told. Good kid. So it is what it is.
It
It's-
happens. I know
Cat
William
spray.
William
Right.
he's asleep, so he can't tell it. But
What
I
do
know
you
he
call
had
it?
an even worse story.
What's your juice thing? What do you call it? Something-
Jesus juice.
Yeah, cat spray should be Jesus juice.
Oh God.
No.
There's a reason I have female cats.
Yes, I got that male one in there trapped in a cage now, so he'll quit trying to mount them little kittens. And oh my God, he stinks. You know, and
Oh,
he's young, but he's got balls this big.
I will say though, female cats when they go into heat, that yowling is almost as bad as male cats.
That's the smell, yeah.
Lilith is fixed, but Pandora I haven't gotten her fixed yet. Oh my God.
I love the name Pandora.
I used to have a boy named Bowen, which I named him after the knight in Dragonheart.
Nice.
He would meow all day and all night.
Spirit smoke. No, Josh, that's what we do before the show.
I'm sitting here going, how have you not stringed your vocal cords, kitty? All you do is meow constantly.
Yep. Like I said, that's what we do before the show.
Oh, shit.
All right, y'all, it's 10 o'clock. Jess,
That's
hit
an
us with
alarm?
that one-liner.
Oh, hell. I don't have one.
Run on down to
Nor-
Alcohol Alley.
Yeah, run on down to Alcohol Alley. There's an extra beer waiting for you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
And I posted 1
Good
o'clock
night, everybody.
Tuesday Central Standard Time. Check us out again.
Yep.